Silencio. Hello, we are White Wine, and you are listening to Bauhaus FM. Thank you. That's classic. Kings used to enter ballrooms with this. Hark, it's a king! I think everyone wants to have content to put online, you know? Even if they're just doing a radio show, they're still going to have someone filming something if they can, and then they put some teaser thing.
I kind of think it's strange that people are now kind of like the way to see people doing music and not just have them playing through the radio without any vision.
Yeah.
And which is okay. I mean, that's kind of part of our future. But it's like reading a book. You don't really know how the characters look like, so you imagine. And that was a cool thing about radio, when a band came to radio and would just play the radio without, you couldn't see them or how they are or how they move or whatever, and so you had to picture it, which is kind of cool.
In every level of arts, you're so much more expected to do all of this promotion on your own. Maybe you get a little help from a label or something with money, but not a lot. And you're expected to have all these ideas or creative friends that own a camera, and they'll help you do it. And it is cool that it happens, and it's fun to play amateur, video director and producer, and kind of, but also, I think there's a lot of magic lost, that you don't get to use your imagination completely. Stage time. I was in a three-piece kind of prog band, and it was our first band. It was the band I started when I was 14, and it just kept going, and we had a lot of fun, but it was also a lot of work, and then we kind of hit a wall where the other guys didn't want to tour anymore. And we had released a lot of records, and we started to just want to do other kinds of music. And for me, I started recording on my computer. Wanted to do a tour in Europe to visit friends, and I asked Fritz to join me. We did a tour, we had a lot of fun. We learned all of the songs I had, but with no computers, and that was a cool challenge. And then I really liked Leipzig. I liked him, and so I got an apartment there, and we talked about opening the studio. We did that, and then it just kind of, I don't know, it happened really natural.
Wir sind in Leipzig, haben wir unser Headquarter. Wir haben ein Studio, Haunted House in Leipzig, wo wir quasi unsere Musik schreiben und auch andere Bands aufnehmen.
And another to jump through. Pleasurize the memory, override the guiding line. Synaptic gaps to reclaim space. Placebo's need, mouths to feed. Let's go and get this over with. I need to rest my voice.
You should one thing I think is cool is if you're not paying too much attention to what everybody else says, and if you get a manager, don't always listen to them. If you get an agent, don't always listen to them too. You have your own vision of how things should work, and make it work for yourself. That is also, I think, the only way to have a cool team around you. If you're not forcing everything to be like that or this and that, if you give your crew room and your musicians room to do what they want to do, and make it a natural process.
Yeah. It sounds maybe like it's breaking up. It's dangerous now because it's so easy to make music and to release it and put it out. But I still think the thing that really is worth everyone asking themselves, like, do you really, really want to do this? You know, if you can't stop, then go for it and do it, and make sure you have some heart in it. And if you're doing it to get famous or something, or like be popular or think you're cool, it's just a waste. It's dumb. And you might have your moment, but I feel like I've known a lot of people that even they had a moment and then that's all they ever want again. And they just get bitter and sad. And I think just, yeah, make sure you really want it and that you feel like you have something to give. And if you don't, get better. I mean, it sounds stupid, but I think it's really true.
Ja.